Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Anthony John Agnello. I am Joystiq Community Manager, and this is Joystiq Streams.
Oh, perfect timing. You don't know where that's going to land in the video, but it was perfect.
Today, we are playing The Evil Within, a new horror game out today from director Shinji Mikami, better known as the director of Goof Troop. He also made a game called Resident Evil and directed another game called Resident Evil 4, which you may also know. This is the first game from his studio Tango Gameworks, and a sort of all-star cast of developers with him. People that worked on Vanquish, people that worked on Piano 3 and the Resident Evil series with him. And today playing is Joystiq's reviews content director, Richard Mitchell. Richard Mitchell is a die-hard horror game fan. And it's funny, sometimes people say, like, oh, really, a die-hard fan? This man soft-modded his Wii so that he could play Fatal Frame 4 in English. That is devotion.
I've yet to finish it, but I did do that. You could, I just happened to be in Japan so I could get the game, I didn't go to Japan to buy the game.
Just didn't go through mail order, flew to Akihabara.
Alright, so there's a shiny knife here, which obviously I can pick up.
And Richard, so everybody knows, Richard is right at the beginning of the game. Lead character Sebastian Castellanos is Seb, if you prefer, is in a tight spot. I kind of wish that George Clooney voice acted every character, but doing his voice from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Damn, we're in a tight spot.
Well, you find yourself in a freaky, psychotic world filled with weirdos and their backward ways.
No, why is he in our town? Things are quiet here, The Evil Within.
I once escaped being cast in that play.
Near miss.
Locked shut.
As Susan Arndt points out, that knife is with Sebastian for the entire game. He uses it in cutscenes, but you can't use it.
I think you found me. Yep. I've been murdered. Oh! I just cut my head off. If I have to swing for that knife again, this game gets 0 stars. Oh, good.
That gentleman who, that meat fan that just cut off your head, he is known as the sadist. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's nice to see the sadist getting work after Resident Evil 4. And he no longer has to have that wool bag over his head, which is also nice.
Oh, come on! Nope, same cutscene. Alright.
Richard, I'm gonna level with you.
Uh-huh.
Susan and I are privately making fun of you.
Oh, I had no doubts. I volunteered to do this because I want this game to be good, like everyone does. That's the thing, we get a lot of comments of, people that are just angry that we're giving a game a poor review. We want it to be good too, guys.
Yeah, do you have any idea how much I love Shinji Mikami games? Do you guys have any idea? My wife hates video games, and she's had to listen to me talk about Vanquish so much in the past few days. I made her watch the beginning of Resident Evil Remake on GameCube. She hates horror and video games. I love them.
Yeah, no, I do too. Love horror games. Okay. And like I said, you know, reading some of students' complaints, I'm like, am I going to play this game and like it? Because I'm going to forgive, like, the janky challenge parts, because I'm the kind of person who might do that. So I'm curious.
Richard, okay. So I'm gonna give you a little hint here.
Huh?
Hanging above the meat table when you first go in there is a key.
Oh, look at that.
You need the key. Now you want to get the key, and then you want to leave where you came from.
Yeah, I saw the door. I was wondering why they would bother to put a locked door there. Oh, apparently I didn't get it fast enough. Oh boy. You know, say what you will for the gruesome death scenes in, like, Tomb Raider. At least they were quick.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna make me watch a disgusting murder scene every time I lose, I get that, because it, you know, drives home the point. But, I mean, they need to either have some variety or not last so long.
You know what would make it a lot better?
What's that?
Is if after the next time the sadist caught you, he just went, I am a man of constant sorrow.
God, now I can't remember the lyrics to that song. And constant sorrow, I've seen trouble on my days. There it is.
Yeah, there it was. Oh, Kentucky.
Okay. Man, he's real careful about it on this door.
Let's all take note. This is the first playable seconds of the game, and
Yes.
Richard has died this many times.
Yeah.
That's actually I like that. I like a demanding game.
Sure.
Wrench Ninja 22, is this game scary?
Well, different people are scared by different things. That's a tripwire.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I do something about that? No? I guess? Was I supposed to hit that?
Yeah.
Oh. See, that's annoying when it's very obvious and I can see it. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh my god. What? Okay. Get in there. Haha. Oh. It's a slip and slide. Oh, why are there blades in here? This seems like a really bad maintenance problem that you have to deal with. I haven't really been scared so far, I will say that. But I've only been playing for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Yodel! Yodel! Suddenly it's virtual Bart. That is a deep cut.
you know, different people are scared by different things. I know
Yes.
people who like couldn't finish the demo of the original Condemned on the Xbox 360. Like they were just like too scary, can't do it. The only game in recent memory to just absolutely terrify me was the original Amnesia. And I imagine if I went back and played it again now, probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I did not finish Amnesia because when it first came out and I downloaded it, I was playing it on a 2009 MacBook, so it really chugged.
Yeah, it just about destroyed my Mac at the time.
Ah, Ches Dispenser. Can Joystiq stream Deadly Premonition one week? Can we ever?
I mean, not like an entire week.
And we'll just play through the whole game.
We do need to get some Let's Play action here on Joystiq. And
Yeah.
by the way, this is all being discussed. We are going to work on stuff like that in the future.
Susan Art, there's a little discussion of Dead Space going on. I think the first Dead Space is scary as well. The first Dead Space is a great thriller. And I actually do kind of draw a distinction between those two things. Like a thriller is very much focused on tension and anxiety, and horror games have tension and anxiety, but I find that horror games have a distinct layer of dread.
Yes.
Where's the exit?
And I don't find that Dead Space has a lot of dread. It has, and certainly not. I know this is a point that we differed. I think, Richard. I've heard you talk very fondly about Dead Space 2, a game which I really don't care for. I was very bored by.
Well, Dead Space 2, what I like about that over the original is that it feels like you're in a place that's lived in. It feels like human beings live there. Like there's a school, there's gathering places like shopping malls and stuff. The original Dead Space is very much sort of like Nostromo 2.0 from Aliens. It doesn't feel very human, and that's fine. It's just how they did it. That's why I like 2. Plus, I'll acknowledge maybe they're not the best horror games. They're certainly very gory. They're much more Wes Craven than they are, like Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
Because I'd barely classify like Scream as a horror movie.
Yeah. You know what really kind of got me about Dead Space 2? And I know some people hate silent protagonists, but they turned Isaac into a dink. He went.
I thought he was all right.
He was a real dink.
The one thing I hated about Dead Space 2 was that Nicole, his ghost girlfriend,
oh god,
was like impossible to understand. They put so many audio effects on her that if you didn't have subtitles on, you just good luck. And that's something that's like an editing problem. That's because the only people who listen to it are the people who make the game and they already know the script. I mean, that's my guess anyway. It's like, I don't understand what you're saying to me. It sounds very scary though. STEM system operation test begins. Success. Confirmation of brainwave synchronization. Losses minimal. Continuing experiment. Agent collects the data. Anomaly occurs. Not with the subject. The stenographer claimed they weren't feeling well and then fell into a coma for reasons unknown. Doctor orders the STEM system terminated. Staff begins complaining of nausea and falling unconscious one after another. How would they complain if they're unconscious? Those who can still move plan their escape from the hospital, but for unknown reasons are unable to. Though the STEM system should have been deactivated, subjects maintain brainwave synchronization with the host. That man appeared. This is the second bloody manila envelope I've uncovered. Like, I don't think just gore is scary. Shocking.
No, yeah.
Shocking, yes, but not. It doesn't frighten me.
It's funny. I find that the more of it there is, the less disturbing it is.
Yes.
A very small amount of blood can deeply unsettle me. I know that I'm risking raising the ire of the chat, but I was horrified in Gone Home after exploring for a couple of hours, and I found the little dots of red on the bathroom floor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was horrifically
scared. That was the idea. I think a more recent example might be something like Never-Ending Nightmares, which is entirely black and white, cartoonish. It looks like an Edward Gorey drawing, but because of that understated nature, the bits of color, like the red of blood, are very unsettling.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. And that example in Gone Home is really like, it's a jump scare. It's no different than the dog jumping through the window.
I'm gonna guess I should hide in here because
oh.
I think the camera was supposed to zoom in on this guy, but it didn't really do that.
No, the camera moves in mysterious ways.
Oh, snap.
So, one thing I'm going to point out really quickly, and this is because I'm a crazy person, and I'm not sure if you've noticed this yet, Richard, because you're in the portion when Sebastian is hobbling. But I found that while I was playing Evil Within, I often had trouble seeing what was supposed to be happening. You were just saying that the camera sort of didn't show you that this guy was in a place. And so Susan was privy to my dementia, because while I was playing it, I was like, why can't I see anything? Oh. And then I literally got out a measuring tape and turned on Resident Evil 4 on my GameCube with 480i turned on. And I spent a few minutes measuring Leon Kennedy on the screen and then measuring Sebastian.
Crap. Turn around, Chainsaw Man. Oh, he's coming back this way. He's coming back this way. I'm gonna go hide back in here again. By the way, does it always give you checkpoint when the monster man is gone?
No.
Okay, good. Because that made it kind of obvious that I was okay. Oh.
So, little conclusion to the measuring thing. On a 52-inch LED screen, Sebastian takes up 2 more inches than Leon does. You see slightly below his waist with the character model at any given time, whereas Leon, you're slightly above the waist. So he's taking up about 13% more of the screen at any given time than the character in Resident Evil 4. And well, I find that it makes a big difference.
And the an interesting thing about Evil Within is that they've opted for the true panoramic view. Not the 16:9, but like the even wider widescreen, the super wide screen. Okay. Oh, I'm like bleeding. I guess you can probably see that.
Yep. A mechanic that is never repeated.
You know, that doesn't bother me.
I like that.
I
think that's cool. I like it when a game is constantly being like, here's a different thing, here's a different thing.
Come on, Chainsaw Guy. Why are you so angry? We should talk about this. I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think this is.
Did you grab a bottle?
I just picked one up.
Don't rely on them too much.
It hasn't really told me. Do I just... Oh. Just gonna go look for it. I'm running. As much as my little hobbled legs can run. Okay, that was pretty intense. I'll give that to this game. That was intense. Okay. Well, you do take up a lot of the screen, you're right. I see a lot of bottles on these gurneys and stuff that look like I should be able to pick them up, but I can't.
There are bottles everywhere.
Oh. This hallway is well lit, so I'm assuming he's gonna catch up to me. See, that's one of the reasons, you know, you talk about whether or not games scare you. I think when you play a lot of horror games and you recognize the devices, that makes things a little less frightening.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm in this well-lit hallway, I know a chase scene is about to start. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to do. But I try very hard when playing a game like this, especially, you know, in a review situation, to think to myself, what if I'd never played anything like this before?
Oh, okay. So we've just gotten like the official introduction going on. Just check my email. Aliens vs. Predator is going to be free on GOG tomorrow.
Should I play that? I never got around to it. I never had a PC back when.
You know, I didn't either, so I don't know. It's smart, though.
Yeah, I've heard that it's kind of brilliant.
Okay, so apparently I need to close TweetDeck. Oh, maybe not. Is the stream okay? Because my whole monitor just went nuts.
Yeah. Everything looks okay right now.
Okay. The Evil Within. I like the film grain. That's cool. Pause. I didn't pause.
There's a little discussion of the Fear game series going on. I loved the original Fear by Monolith, who just made the absolutely wonderful Shadow of Mordor. I love the original Fear. I did not much care for 2. I've always wanted to play 3 because I know that frickin' John Carpenter narrates 3. And if anybody doesn't know who John Carpenter is in the stream, dear God,
Go watch The Thing.
Go watch The Thing. Go watch Big Trouble in Little China. Go watch They Live. Go watch Halloween. Go watch
Whoa.
everything.
Bad things happening. I find it refreshing that this mental hospital isn't like out in the boonies. It's like clearly right in the middle of an actual city. I played some of the original Fear. I think they ported it to the original Xbox. Maybe it was Xbox 360.
Xbox 360.
Okay. And
Wait, very early and very quality port. It was a very good port.
that's a surprising blend of shooting.
Where's Joseph? Man, I'm sorry, but you never came out. I waited, but... Please, settle down, Leslie.
Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie. Settle down, Leslie.
Shit! There's no going back.
Time for an ambulance party, everybody.
Compression on these cutscenes doesn't look great.
There are many moments where you can tell that this game began life as in PS3 and like just looking at the character models. Next time they show up here in the ambulance, look at the character model for Sebastian, and then look at the one for his partner Joseph.
Right. Yeah.
Which, you know, that's fine. That's not.
Okay. Don't hit it. This whole city's sliding in half. That's imaginative. Reminds me of Monty Python. And, the little short film before Meaning of Life. Weird that I'm reminded of Alone in the Dark 5 right now.
No, because they're very identical scenes. I don't think very identical is redundant, but yeah, I mean it's almost the exact same.
Everyone all right back there?
Was there some kind of weird subtitle for that Alone in the Dark?
Fine.
We will be once we're far away.
Alone in the Dark,
A
2008.
little further and we'll be
No,
fine.
seriously, we're gonna patch it. It's gonna be fine.
Fine.
Fall! Fall!
Yeah.
Just a little heads up, Richard. You don't see that city again for like 12 hours.
Okay. Oh. You might want to get that looked at.
Look out! Fall! Fall!
Vasan, yes, this is multi-platform. It is PS4, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC.
A little bit of everything.
Little bit. Oh, everything.
I have not touched or seen the any of the last gen version.
Neither have I. I would assume that they're not dissimilar. Bethesda and the id Tech 5 games have been very consistent for multi-platform releases. Wolfenstein: The New Order ran just fine on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Oh, I'm on a journey.
I love they like Sebastian and his partners Joseph and Kidman. They just look like such classic Shinji Mikami game characters.
Yeah.
Like they like they could have been in any cutscene from Vanquish, or like they could have been any of Leon's helpers from Resident Evil 4. I love it. It makes me so happy.
It'd be great if, like, just out of nowhere, just like Hunk showed up.
Oh, or Tofu. Didn't Hunk get his like own game that was terrible? Apparently,
I don't remember.
Um,
Mercenaries.
it was recent. It was like it was not made internally by Capcom. It was like a multiplayer
What the-
game.
Oh. Oh, that's funky. Oh, that is a serious goiter. Oh, okay. Oh, I have a health meter, I guess. Bodies found in Lakeside Town. Cause of death remains a mystery. More than a dozen mutilated bodies found in village of Elk River. Several residents unaccounted for. Got a brain in a jar.
Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, I knew I saw something sparkling in the toilet. Gimme.
If I had a nickel for every single time somebody said that in a horror game. Ah, Geminius, Operation Raccoon City. That's what it was.
Oh, man. Yeah. Nurse?
Are we awake?
Oh, where you are
Everyone
right
else all
now,
right?
by the way,
Whatever.
picking up jars of Ecto
You
Cooler,
are the only soul here.
is the hub. Every single time you want to manually save the game mid-chapter. And the average chapter, once you get into the game, they can last up to a couple of hours. You have to come back to this hub world.
I'm not gonna follow you, nurse.
Hello? Anybody there?
Lovely furniture.
You can follow her. She's your buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but so far, like, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing is just
What the hell is going on here?
stuff that it's supposed to be scary.
A hospital.
This place is
Yeah.
necessary for you. You're always welcome here.
I've been hospitalized.
I'm afraid I cannot answer that.
You know what? Can I just get something out of the way?
Sign in here.
I don't want to speak for everybody,
Without
but can we all agree that creepy baby dolls and antique wheelchairs have been drained of their horror potential?
Yeah, actually, I think so.
By the way, there is an entire level where you just go into room after room and it's creepy baby dolls.
Okay.
Spoiler.
It's kind of like the difference between
Smells like medicine.
smells like medicine in this hospital. If you ask someone to draw an eyeball, and they draw you two curved lines with a circle in the middle, that's not what an eyeball looks like.
Yeah.
That is
You are
symbolically
all right.
what we're taught to think
Please
eyeballs look like.
relax.
But a real artist can
Please.
make it look like
Have
an
a seat.
actual eye. So, like, bugs on the wall by themselves, not scary. Like there needs to be a reason for them to be there.
What the hell?
Ooh. Ooh.
You mustn't fight it. This is for your own good.
No. Stop.
No, stop. That's the best you can.
There now. You see? All better.
What did I upgrade?
Lady, am I going crazy?
Whoa.
Now what makes you say that? I'll be waiting.
Maybe it's just really hard to do really heavily story-driven horror nowadays.
You know, I just don't. I don't know if that's true.
There are just so many, like, especially in the last few years,
Shit.
it's like, you know,
What the hell is going on?
the indie scene has made so many of these immersive horror games that certainly have stories in them, but they're kind of about
Kidman.
exploring environments at your own pace and uncovering things. The origin of the medication in this travel syringe, that's a travel syringe, is unknown, but it provides moderate health restoration.
Those are your herbs.
Let's see. I like that your inventory is just like a cross-section of your brain.
Connolly.
Ah, that's better. Ooh, green goo!
Yeah, there's ecto cooler everywhere. But often only enough ecto cooler to purchase one upgrade at a time.
Does it
Another
behove me
thing.
to just kind of run around in the woods?
Yes. There isn't that much space to do so, and there are dudes out there, and you have very limited things at this point.
Okay, good to know. Spooky forest. Ugh. But I think I see a shiny. Wait, why did it prompt me to melee attack this dead horse? Oh, probably wants me to attack this box. There we go. Really? I came across the horse and it's like, you can press Y to melee attack. Okay. Squish.
Oh yeah. So if you see statues of like a goddess or a saint, they're little white statues and they appear every now and again.
Okay.
They have little keys in them that will let you unlock special things, special drawers in the hub world.
Okay. I thought you were going to say like concept art. I was like, no.
No. Useful, like it will unlock resources.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not always. Like, there's no way to tell what's in the drawer
Okay.
before you use the key, and like sometimes you'll open it, and it'll be like 5,000 brain juice points,
Oh, nice.
which is great, or it'll be like 3 bolts for your crossbow, which you already have. But the other nice thing is that they stay there. Like, it's not like you open it and then they disappear. That resource is always waiting for you there.
Alright. Things happening over at this tent. I'm going to take the long way.
This sequence also weirdly like, oh brother, where art thou?
Let's see. I found a gun. You and me and the devil make three. Ew. Oh. Gross. Okay. Alright, just got right up on me. Bam!
My God, Connolly.
Do I get any goodies from killing guys?
Sometimes.
Well, I gotta explore the...
Oh, Richard.
Yes.
It is going to momentarily introduce a mechanic that it does not do a very good job of explaining.
Alrighty.
You will find matches, and you can set corpses on fire. And your initial impulse will be to do it up like Resident Evil Remake on GameCube. And just be setting everything on fire. You often do not have to worry about setting dudes on fire.
Okay.
It is, if you knock them down without necessarily killing them,
I see.
it is a good way to make sure they just stay down, and it's a great way to chain kills together, because if there are two and they're close to each other, you set one on fire, it'll immediately set the other one on fire, and just kill them without you needing to worry about
You were
bullets.
Leslie, right? I'm a police officer.
But
Maybe I should help you.
Should help you.
the other thing is, and anybody who goes into playing this game should know this ahead of time, and it also doesn't explain this, you can headshot enemies from the start, but headshots are not effective at all until you upgrade them through that chair using juice, the upgrade system.
Good
It's
to know.
yeah, it's very confusing. So yeah.
So I just dismantled this trap, and it tells me that I can use those parts to create bolts for the crossbow that I
Yeah.
don't have.
You'll get it soon.
Just personal note, that always bugs me in games. Yeah. You'll be able to do something with this. Go to sleep, little baby.
I go to sleep, you little baby. You and me and the devil makes three. Something mimics, so the guns in the beginning are just glorified BB guns. Yes. And if you want to sing the Pearl Jam song, Glorified G, go ahead.
It took 3 shots to take that first guy down. I burned him up good. That is the weirdest hay bale I've ever seen.
Susan Arndt has just said, Susan Arndt, Joystiq's managing editor, who reviewed the game for us, has just pointed out in the chat that the crossbow is horrible to aim and very slow, but the exploding bolts are pretty gay. The exploding bolts are the only thing that will be your friend during boss fights. They're like sticky mines.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you spent a lot of... just spend a lot of time looking around and not letting me control him.
Doesn't Sebastian get in your way a lot?
Journal of Sebastian Castellanos, November 2004. Finally got my gold badge, Detective Sebastian Castellanos. I like the sound of that. Seems a long time coming, but they say that I'm one of the fastest ever to rise through the ranks. Can't wait to get started. I know that I can do more good as a detective than I ever could as a beat cop. Plus, I don't have to wear that damned uniform anymore. The pay bump doesn't hurt either. KCPD, I'm from Kansas City, needs all the help they can get. There's a seemingly disproportionate amount of crime these days. Oh, Crimson City, spelled with a K. Someone hit me in the head with a bat. Is my home, and it's my job to protect it. Crimson City with a K.
Shit.
That's where Johnny Cage is from. Hey yo.
Actually, I think his name is spelled with a C.
It is. But I am going to go ahead and assume that if the Mortal Kombat guys are giving him backstory, and he came from that city, it would have a K.
I applaud their use of Debussy.
Oh man, I have mixed feelings on that. Claire de Lune is, you got to earn Claire de Lune, man. You can't just be busting that out.
Yeah. Remember that PSN game, Rain?
Oh, can we not talk about Rain?
That turned out not good.
This.
Ugh.
Whatever is the matter?
That is Rain for on PSN is bird approved. Let me tell you. Yeah.
Okay. More health, more sprint, more melee, more syringe recovery. No, thank you. Damage multiplier. Fire rate, reload time, clip capacity, accuracy, critical percent chance. Stock. Okay, well I don't really have need of stock yet. Damage.
Get that critical chance, man.
Oh yeah?
That critical chance is the only thing that makes headshots work, and the headshots are essential.
Oh, it just so happens that I can afford it. Why do I keep getting into this chair?
He likes his spiky chair.
Oh, crap, I just wasted a bullet. Why can't I use my gun here?
Good question.
Whoa. Oh, that's fun. I'm just going to keep halfway going through this portal. Okay, I'm going to really do it now. I think old-timey phonographs may have outlived their usefulness in horror as well. Oh, lantern. Nope. Are you still there, Anthony?
I am.
Okay. Just to make sure like the stream didn't die.
No, I'm here. Staying in the mood.
This is a reasonably creepy environment. I have one bullet. So this is not where I'm supposed to go.
They are making Alan Wake 2, right? That's happening?
It said in the credits of Alan Wake's American Nightmare that yeah, he'll be back. Wait, why does my sprint stop working before the meter even runs out?
Good question. Excellent questions, Richard.
So my niece, when she was very young, she's almost out of high school now, but stealth kill. She was terrified of zombies, and she saw them in Halo. She thought the Flood were zombies, and but she called them zombies. I don't like zombies, which remains adorable to this day. Oh, that's that mental patient that I'm chasing. Climb over obstacles and through windows. Using the A button. How novel. The stuff that's dark in this game is kind of weirdly dark. Like the textures seem strange.
Yeah. It's like kind of the darkest. I mean, and it's funny. About half the game isn't in dark environments. In fact, half the game is sort of like in daylight environments.
Which, again, I also think is great.
Yeah, I think is the can be the right choice. Resident Evil 4 is a great example of creating a game that's very scary and tense while you're just outside in the light. But this is the darkest id Tech 5 game I've ever played. You know, even Wolfenstein: The New Order has some nighttime scenes, but this is... It shows off how very kind of visually unusual that engine is.
Look at the Eye of Sauron showing up out of nowhere. Oh man. Blood ropes are the worst. Oh god. I have a bullet. I have an bullet. Okay. Oh, I can light the hay bales on fire. Hey fellas, why don't you go over there? Man. Yes. Yeah, you go that way. Weren't there two of them? Probably were, and I'm about to die, but... Just sneaking up on this guy with a lantern in my hand. Like he doesn't see the pool of light coming behind him? Oh, hi fella. I did not even see you there. I'm out of bottles. Blink. He's looking for me. Oh yeah, you go up there. That's where you want to go. Nope, he just knows where I am. Hit him in the head, didn't help. Punch! Burn! That's how you do it, kids. Of course, now I'm out of matches and bullets. Ooh, he's got bullets on him. I wish that the gas lantern made a nice, like, unoiled knob sound when you turned it on. Okay, so random corpse that I found. Is that something that I want to burn?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
There are a lot of random corpses. Sometimes they get up and attack you, but leaving a few in the environment to not, like, without burning them is usually a good thing to do because they can be traps.
Okay.
So you'll lure dudes over to you.
Well,
then you can just throw... Yeah.
They just walk over a burning corpse?
Well, you've got to time it right. And that's a kind of a problem in this game, is that...
Well, can I throw my matches?
You could get into hung animation situations where one time, waiting for them to get close and dropping a match will be great. And it'll be perfect. But the next time you do it, they can be in the exact same spot, and then you're screwed.
Okay. I guess there's nothing else back here. Alright, well, I got some matches out of that cabin, so that's good. Oh. And there's something else down here. Lakeside Town Note. When did they put a lighthouse on the lake? Has it always been there? That circling light passes over me. It passes through me. I feel like it takes something away each time. I can't remember what it was, though. Oh, yes. Indeed, lighthouse. And there's a lantern over here. So, it looks like it's kind of given me some options about, like I have a couple different places I could go. Obviously, I'm going to go out here on this little pier.
I feel like I'm being pulled just looking at it.
Is there something here? No. A lot of broken down carts. A lot of broken down wooden carts.
There sure are. Well, you know, the Ganados aren't using them anymore.
We got them cheap.
This entire village, complete with like old moldering food with flies around it once you get inside the buildings.
What if I just hit one of these things in the head with a bottle?
Oh, I think it'll just be like, and then come after you.
Okay. Well, I won't do that then. Whip! Man, that's like a full bottle of wine. What a waste. Yes, why don't you go investigate, feral zombie? Stab, 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 stab! Oof. Man, that stealth kill is pretty gruesome.
Oh yeah, the stabbing?
Yeah, just like right in the head. Oh, he's got a torch. Let's go in the house. It looks like I can graze the bottle with my feet. Like, and it makes noise. Can they hear that?
Yes.
Okay. Huh, this is tricky. Can I mantle this fence? Oh, I can. What is the advantage of, like, lighting one of these hay bales on fire? Does it, like, just attract them?
If you're lucky, you can use one, again, like with timing. If they get close, you can light it on fire, and they'll just sort of, like, be right there when it starts on fire, and then get set on fire.
Okay.
Something Mimic, are there alt costumes in this game? God, I don't think so. If I unlocked any, I don't know. I did not realize it.
I'm really good at stabbing dudes. Oh, okay. Bullets. And a torch. Alright. Now, the benefits of a torch seem pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, the torch is a one-hit kill. You can melee somebody with it, and then it's used up. Axe is the same thing.
Okay. It's like a certain number of times, or just like one use, and that's it. Hi, fella. How you doing? Come here. Oh, whack. Oh, I missed. Oh, hubris! Yeah, burn.
Beautiful X11 said, so it's a problem the game doesn't hold your hand. Really, hand-holding is not the Evil Within's problem. The problem is that you will come to certain points where it'll want you to do something like not fight.
I'm just having a fist fight with this zombie. It is not going down. Oh, now I'm just gonna step on him. So,
Yeah, there are moments in the game where you'll come across something that will eventually that is a boss, and you'll think, well, clearly I need to fight it. And you can use up every single bullet that you have, and it won't die, because you're not supposed to kill it. It's impossible to kill it. And the game won't make any indication that that's the case. It just wants you to go to another section of the stage. Then you'll be able to kill it. But there's no implication that that's the case. I mean, it's very different than, like, say in Resident Evil 2, in the second campaign, when there's the tyrant chasing you throughout the police station. And most of the time, you need to run from the tyrant, because you can't waste the ammo to kill him. But the option is there that if you stand and face him, you can take him down and just stop him for a little while. Usually you get an item. Yeah, Jeremiah Weller, bosses you can't kill, who you're then expected to kill later. That is a thing that happens twice in this game.
Those seem like corpses that are gonna get up. Oh, but I stepped on it. You weren't expecting that.
Something Mimic. I want to hear Hank Hill play this game.
Ah, damn it!
Now what the hell are you doing in here, boy?
Oh, man, that head just blew right up.
This village has gone right to hell, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go down to the mental asylum and apply yourself, Bobby? What are you talking about?
How am I supposed to eat the spoon?
Well, it's definitely, I mean, I can already see that, yes, you know, the whole sort of spiel about this game since they first announced it was like a return to survival horror, like classic survival horror, by which they mean, you know, Resident Evil, basically. And like so far, obviously, I've had a total of like 9 bullets in this game.
Yeah.
I've shot maybe 10. So I've shot maybe 6 of those bullets that I've gotten so far.
I do... So have you noticed that you're pretty much just walking forward?
Oh, I got a map fragment. Yeah, although there are a lot of what look like sort of branching paths, and I can't tell.
They're not.
Okay.
That's one of the things that is sort of missing compared, but like, you know, with classic sort of survival horror games and what's happening here.
Well, like I do have certainly a sense of fear about conflicts, because like there they are. Like here's a couple guys. Oh my god, they all saw me. Like chowing down on some corpses. Oh right, I can't run as much as I'd like. Nope, I'm gonna die. There's just no way around this. Just trying to knock someone down so that I can burn them. Oh. God, keep running, you fool. Oh, I just can't run now. I am too hurt. So how long are they? They just chase me forever? What if I turn off my lamp?
You can get away from them. You can hide. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just about 60 seconds left on today's stream. And
see me die too.
And Richard's gonna beef it here right at the end. If you are curious about The Evil Within, you can go to Joystiq and read our managing editor Susan Arndt's review. I'm gonna pop a link to that right in the chat. And yeah, if you have enjoyed today's stream, we got a few more this week. Tomorrow, we're actually going to take a look at Bayonetta 2 on Wii U. I'm going to be playing that with Ernest Cavalli, who reviewed it for us. On Thursday, we're going to be playing Costume Quest 2 to get into our Halloween spirit, and we're going to be giving away a whole hell of a lot of copies of Costume Quest 2.
No! I almost killed him!
If you want a free one, just tune in here on Thursday afternoon. And, yeah, on Friday, Richard, you had mentioned you wanted to do a little Vib Ribbon.
Yeah, I never played it, and like when they announced that Vib Ribbon was coming out as like a PS1 classic or whatever, everyone here at Joystiq like started just losing their minds, and I don't know why, because I never played it. So
it'll be very interesting to see what you think of it. That'll be on Friday, and then starting next week, we're gonna do 2 straight weeks of horror games. Next week's schedule will start with Slender on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and we're going to be giving away a ton of copies of Slender for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. So if you want to know more details about that, follow us here on Twitch, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Google+. Just search for Joystiq with a Q. That's Joystiq. And also, we're running 2 really, really cool giveaways right now. We're giving away copies of Alien Isolation, as well as a replica jacket that the characters wear in Alien Isolation.
How do they know where? Come on.
And we're also giving away a PlayStation 4. So if you want to win a PlayStation 4, go to joystiq.com. All you really have to do to win it is like us on Facebook. Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for coming out today, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. I actually have stopped stream, so Anthony has no power in this situation.
Oh, no!
Oh, good freeze frame. Oh, you know, I have to turn off the full screen. How awkward is that? Doot. Professionals at work. There we go. I can't actually turn full screen off until this cutscene is over. I guess I could just skip it. There we go. Chapter 2 clear. You are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
You know,
The beginning is actually kind of fun.
yeah, no, this is like promising. But at the same time, if it is indeed as I have been told, I understand. Because you have to understand, folks, since you're still watching this, we have a lot of horror fans here at Joystiq. So like when they tell me that something is probably not great, I tend to believe them. There we go. Everybody, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.